What's up, F1 family? Welcome back to F1 Stars and Highlights, Season 2026. I'm your host, and if you love silky smooth drivers who deliver under pressure, Ferrari fairy tale vibes, and the sweetest off-track love stories, you are in the perfect place right now. Today, we're telling the full Charles Leclerc story, straight out of the final Bahrain preseason test. He just dropped the single fastest lap of the entire winter. A blistering 1 minute 31.992 that left the whole paddock stunned. Ferrari looked like genuine title contenders. Charles stayed super grounded and honest about hidden performance. And we finish with the beautiful private chapter, his recent engagement to Alexandra Saint Mleux, and how she's become his rock. New here. Smash like if you think Charles finally lifts that first world title in 2026. Subscribe and turn on notifications. We're covering every driver, every story, every day this season. Let's dive deep into the Charles Leclerc 2026 journey. February 18th to 20th. The absolute last chance to sort these radical new 2026 cars before Australia fires up on March 6th. And on the final afternoon, Charles Leclerc took the SF26 and absolutely sent it. He ended the day with a 1 minute 31.992 seconds on the soft C4 tires. The only driver to dip into the 1 minute 31 seconds all test. That was nearly 9/10ths quicker than reigning champion Lando Norris in second, over a second ahead of Max Verstappen. And the fastest lap across both preseason tests combined. 132 laps in one day. Full race simulations on mediums and hards where the Ferrari looked planted, stable, and fast. Ferrari completed massive mileage overall, over 6,000 kilometers across the winter. And their unique rotating rear wing had everyone talking. The car looked responsive through the high-speed corners and traction zones of Sakir.
I think everybody is doing innovation. Sometimes it's visible, sometimes it's not. I'm sure that our competitors and everybody on the grid is doing exactly the same. That it's true that the last two bits that we bought on track were visible from outside, but it's not a big difference with the others. And I don't know if it will be for Melbourne or for the next one.
Charles himself came out after and said the test day was very smooth. They ran every single item on the program, gathered huge data, and the new power unit felt fast. Improvements every single day. It was the perfect way to sign off preseason and send a massive message. Ferrari are back and ready to fight at the front in 2026. But Charles being Charles, he refused to get carried away. And that's exactly why we love him. Even after topping the times, he stayed super cautious. The test day was very smooth. We ran through our program and tested all the things we planned to. In terms of performance, it's still difficult to understand where we really stand because teams are hiding their true form.
I think everybody is hiding their game, and everybody is trying to say that he's the other team who is the fastest. So yeah, not really sure where we are standing, but we've had a relatively smooth test day so far. We've tested most of the things we wanted, so I felt like it was a really good preparation for race one. Then for performance, I think we've got to wait and see in the first qualifying.
He explained it's even harder this year with the new regs. So many ways to mask performance with energy deployment and engine modes. He reckons Mercedes in particular are hiding a massive amount. Charles kept saying, it's important not to focus too much on lap times and to prepare step by step for Melbourne. No hype, no excuses, just pure focus. While others like Max were calling the cars no fun and Formula E on steroids, Charles kept it positive. The SF26 felt good. The starts looked rocket. Ferrari were flying off the line in practice starts. Reliability was strong, and the team completed everything they wanted. That calm, mature leadership is why Ferrari fans are buzzing. With Lewis Hamilton now alongside him, this could be the most exciting driver lineup on the grid, and Charles is ready to lead the charge.
I try to enter into a season with confidence, but of course you're faced with all sorts of different challenges along the way. I think I really felt that I spent a lot of time rebuilding over this winter, refocusing, really getting my body and my mind into a much better place. Obviously I got a bit of a cold right now, but in general just making sure that I'm able to arrive feeling better. And I generally feel personally in the best place that I've been in a long, long time.
So after 2 full preseason tests, where does this leave Charles and Ferrari for 2026? They topped the final day, showed strong long-run pace, nailed reliability, and looked like one of the big 4. Maybe even the team to beat early on. Bookies and paddock insiders already have them right up there with McLaren and Mercedes. Charles knows it's a long season. In-season development will decide everything. And he's laser-focused on extracting every tenth from the SF26. After years of heartbreak and near misses, 2026 feels different. The car matches the sim data, the power unit is strong, and the whole team is aligned. This could finally be the year the Monegasque prince becomes king. Don't bet against it. Away from the 350 kilometers per hour pressure, Charles has found something even more special. His fiancée is Alexandra Saint Mleux, the elegant art historian, influencer, fashion muse, and proud dog mum. They started dating in early 2023 after meeting at Paris Fashion Week and have been inseparable ever since. Alexandra brings calm and beauty to Charles's high-speed world. She's often in the paddock looking stunning, quietly supporting from the garage or grandstands. In November 2025, Charles popped the question in the most romantic way. A candlelit dinner surrounded by red roses, with their adorable miniature long-haired dachshund Leo wearing a special collar tag that read, "Dad wants to marry you." He posted the photos on Instagram with the caption "Mr. 2 and Mrs. Leclerc." And the internet exploded with love. Over 6 million likes later, fans are still obsessed. Alexandra said yes, and the couple couldn't be happier. They've attended big events together, the F1 movie premiere, the FIA prize-giving gala, always looking like the ultimate power couple. Leo is basically their third wheel and a paddock favorite. Charles has said the engagement was a very special moment, full of emotions, and that he's incredibly happy. Alexandra is his rock, the perfect balance to the intensity of Formula One. Wedding plans are underway, but for now they're enjoying every second of this new chapter while Charles chases glory on track. True fairy tale vibes. That's the complete Charles Leclerc 2026 story so far. Fastest man in testing, grounded leader, title contender, and happily engaged to the love of his life. Is this finally Ferrari's year? Is Charles winning his first championship? Drop your prediction in the comments right now. And comment Leclerc champ. If you're riding with the Monegasque Maestro, I'll reply to as many as I can and pin the best ones. Smash like if this gave you goosebumps. Subscribe for every driver deep dive this season and turn on notifications. The Australian Grand Prix is just days away, and we are ready. Thank you for watching F1 Stars and Highlights, Season 2026. See you in the next one. Ciao and stay fast.